Okay, if I don't pause that, I will be sitting here. I follow some Disney World channels, and so right now there's a ton of the new Star Wars Galactic Cruiser type of thing going on, so I have to catch up on all those videos. This is a 54-minute long video, so I just need to pause that because I got a new video for you all. Now, when I say that this video is super, super special, I'm not lying. This is a whole year in the making for you all. And the reason why that is, I signed up for a mystery club, a mystery yarn club for you all. And I tried to do as many months as I could. And out of 12 months, I did 9, which is pretty good. So let me talk about the pros, the cons, and just my customer experience from this. This is not sponsored. I did this on my own, so whatever I say here is my own opinion. You can agree, you cannot. But the whole point of this is for you to get an experience as to what to expect, what not to expect, and to just, let's have a good time and talk yarn, because everyone sees those yarn clubs from their favorite yarn dyers. So maybe this would apply to you, and if it does, awesome. And if not, it's okay. Just enjoy the video for what it is. But let's get to it because we have a lot of yarn and a lot of details to talk about. I will just say right off the bat, I was more than satisfied with the experience that I had. However, that may not be true for certain dyers. Certain dyers just have a very chaotic work schedule, and you just, when in doubt, you as a customer should always have a positive experience, and the personal details of the dyers should have relatively low to non-existent impact. It's a business. And I get it, regular people are doing it, but it's my opinion because I used to own my own studios and stuff. So I worked with people, and I'm just in the mindset of, if I'm going to create a business, I'm going to go ahead and make it the positive, best experience for my customers, regardless of my personal life situations. Like I can't cancel a class because I got sick. Although some illnesses are totally passable. But anyways, I just wanted you to know that, don't take this and think that all yarn clubs and all other dyers have the same work ethic as this person. It takes a lot to run a yarn company, and it takes a lot more to have a consistently good yarn company. And so Wool and Vinyl, I can clearly say, definitely passes that test. She's very, when she's doing well, because she does have her off days, which is totally understandable given her medical history. But overall, she always, whenever she shows up to work, and she shows up with high quality products. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, what is a yarn club? First of all, let's answer that. A yarn club is a subscription. Usually you can pay the day of when it's open, or you have to sign up prior to, because the person who dyes it needs to know how much they're dyeing and to ship out. So it's a yarn club in which usually, 95% of the time you don't know what you're getting. It's a mystery. Some dyers do show you like a preview photo. They'll show you the inspiration photo, or kind of like an idea of where it's going, so that way you kind of can pick and choose if you want to do it for that month or not. And others, it's completely random. Now, when I was going to pick a yarn club to do this video for you all, I wanted to pick one that was completely random, because as a person who loves color, I don't think I have like a very least color that I like to work with, and I like to make things work. I like a good challenge. So as long as the overall experience and the overall palette, it fluctuates, like it's not just a dyer who likes pinks and is just doing pinks, different variations throughout the year. That's not my style. My style is, oh my God, I got a yellow this month. Oh my God, I got a blue this month. Oh my God, I got a black this month. So that's the kind of experience that I was trying to go for. And that's why I picked Wool and Vinyl, because Wool and Vinyl is completely mysterious. There's no inspirational photos beforehand. It's literally just trust her gut. I guess I'm going to try and remember what order these came in, because I really don't remember. And if I say it wrong, I'm going to put it on the screen, because she does reveal them afterwards on her Instagram. and stuff like that. So yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the skein, and then we're gonna put it on the Swift so you guys can see it, what it looks like opened up, and then you guys can tell me in the comments which one's your favorite one, okay? So like I said, it was completely random, and she began last year, 2021, with whoosh, this colorway. Actually, let me lower my brightness just a little bit. There we go. So you guys can get a real time look at the color. Now, the thing is, if you read her label, it says woolen vinyl, hand-dyed yarn inspired by rock and roll. So her yarns are all inspired by music. And this one was January 2021, Mr. Brightside by the Killers. And let me just say, this is probably, I think I bought like 3 of these because when she revealed it and I got it, I was like, I need more than this one because it's a combination of seafoam green, mint green, royal blue, and some black speckles. And it is just super, super nice. Like, super, 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 super nice. Check that out. Look at how that looks. Oh my god, look at that speckling. Ooh. I love this colorway. I'm so glad I bought more. This is what it looks like. You get some nice, like, is that white? Yeah. That's actually white. That's not the brightness of the light. And then you have some of that green, blue, that. So let me go ahead and pull that down. So this was, imagine getting this as the first month and you're like, whoa, if this is like a preview of what the rest of the year is going to look like, I have 0 complaints. If I'm not mistaken, this one should be, yes, so this is February 2021, Helena. But yeah, check that out. Ooh, very, very nice. It is a true cranberry pink hybrid. And if we open it up so you guys can see how saturated this color is. Ooh, very, very nice. It's almost like, you know, it's like bleeding. It's really, really cool, really nice. Like, I have, look at that. It's so saturated. I'm using a white ring light, so, you know, this is what it really looks like in person. It definitely has its variations in there, and it's just, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Very, very pretty. So we already got from a green to a pink, and let's go check out the... All right, at this point, the month is not on the label, so I'm just going to show you what they are. I'm gonna assume which one is which. This one is Evanescence. It goes like, so we already have a green, we have a pink, and now we have a blue. So, you know, after a while, you're like, wow, like these colorways are really, really nice. Check that out. Like, oh, that's like such a murky, almost like dirty blue water, I would say. Like if water was blue and it was a little dirty, like I would assume this is what it looks like. Because it has some gray under there, some gray undertones, dare I say. Yeah, it's like gray. See, it has like that gray, and then it has true blue underneath. Like, it's almost like a cerulean, I kind of want to say. It's not really like royal blue, but it is like a cerulean. So that's really, really nice. Super beautiful. Really, really nice. Okay, so the next month after that, we had, ooh, can you guess which one this one is? This one is Avril Lavigne, Skater Boy. And so this is like a really nice hot bubblegum pink with black in there. Totally, totally beautiful. Really, really nice. And I mean, as a customer, like the color palettes so far that have been chosen is just super nice. Like, oh my god, check that out. Hold on, can I zoom in? There you go. Look at that pink. Oh, look at that pink. Pink mustache, pink mustache. With that black in there. So nice. Like, come on. You can definitely make a garment just out of this colorway as is. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? And so, like, if you're ever afraid that you might get a repeating colorway or something like that, check that out. Like, this is the type of variation that I don't mind in a yarn mystery club. So I did get this colorway. I don't think this was back to back, if I remember correctly. I think Evanescence came like in between these two. So first it was the pink, then it was the blue, then it was this one, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, just so you guys can see, it's a completely different colorway, even though it has like pink in it. It's more purple. This one is Dear Maria, Count Me In. Like a true purple, like a pop purple, you know? It has white in it, so you know the white is part of the color palette in this. Uh-oh. And open it. There have been times where when I open something, I twist it by mistake inside like one of the ties, so check that out. Let me go ahead and zoom in. Very nice. Ooh, that is really, really nice. Like, I like it when like whites are part of the palette, you know, like the white of the yarn. And it's like a true white. It's not like a cream or anything like that. But that's speckling right there. So delicious. So this was this one. And we got 4 more months to go. We'll be honest, I unfortunately stopped the subscription like halfway through, just because of school and stuff like that. But the dyer was so gracious enough to let me pick what was left, because she did have extras that come off her hand. So I managed to get 4 more months from it, and let's check them out. Okay, so I kind of wanted to take this moment and like get a little bit more comfortable here, because I really want to talk about how tips for you on how you can evaluate if a mystery yarn club is right for you. Now remember, these are all just my opinions. They are not meant to offend any yarn dyer or whatnot. It's just the nature of the business. There's going to be reviews, and so this is my personal honest review. So the first tip I would give you if you were to do this is look at their past work, okay? Because when it comes to a mystery yarn club, you're not in control. It's really what the dyer decides to do, and they will send you what their vision is for that month. But if you are unsure in terms of the quality of the yarn that you're going to get, look at their past work, go on Instagram, go on their websites. They usually have photos there, and scroll. See if you can find some type of improvement in their work, because there's some yarn dyers that they just don't improve their techniques. They will stay the same through and through, and there's really no rhyme or reason to their training. And I think with whatever art medium you are working with, it's crucially important to improve. Not improve in the saying that you're bad, but just improve in the sense of providing something different for your customers. So check that out. Some people have their own little niche as to how their yarn looks, but for me, I really look at, did they improve and how are they transforming their own techniques? Point number 2 for me would be quality of product. Now, there's different bases and there's different companies of what yarn dyers choose to do, but I'm gonna be honest, I have actually canceled subscriptions and actually stopped purchasing from certain dyers just because their choice of base is not up to my standards. There is just some bases where it just feels cheap, or it feels, usually if the yarn dyer overcooks their yarn, it really deteriorates the quality of the yarn. Tip number 3 would be see what's in your budget. You know, for me, the $28 price point for this mystery yarn club every month was really, really good. I could not give up on that. And some people upcharge their yarns. They have every right to do it, but for me, it needs to be under $31. Like, I'm not paying $32, $33 for someone's yarn. And another tip for me personally is saturation. Now, I totally understand that everyone's vision is different in terms of their yarn. However, for me, as a consumer, as someone who's buying this and investing into your art, it does, like, something like this blue is super saturated versus something that's like a little bit more, I don't know if you can see that, something that's a little bit more like artistic, where not the whole skein is dyed, is totally fine. But, you know, there has to be enough dye in the yarns for me to justify paying for what I'm paying for. This is all hand dyed, and I personally view someone's coloring of the yarn as an interpretation of their art. So, you know, you got to put the dye to the product, because otherwise you're literally just buying blank yarn. So that's why I totally understand people who buy tonals. I don't buy it because I think there's a little, I love the chaos. I love the artistry in variegated yarns, but to each their own. But one determiner for me is definitely how much dye are they using in the yarns. Oh, finally, the last tip is work ethic. So if you're constantly buying from a dyer who has to apologize for late shipments and stuff like that, you know, for me, I think that the business relationship in the yarn community is two ways, meaning, you know, I'm investing into your vision, into your business. I think that you should reciprocate that business transaction and not honor your deadlines, pretty much. So if you see that a dyer, and you can see it in their stories, you can usually see it in their posts. Most of them do apology posts and stuff. But if your feed, every other post is like you apologizing because you can't keep up with the demand, or you're like delaying your shipments because of how popular you are, that doesn't run in my book, and neither should yours. You should definitely have some respect to your money that you're spending. And I think that if a dyer can't keep up with production, then they should not make as much, because this is a business. This is a business. This isn't a charity, and you know, these things cost money. So I think that that business transaction should be honored. But yeah, those are my personal tips. They're my honest tips on what I do when I go on someone's shops. So if I'm purchasing from a yarn dyer consistently, then you know you know that they passed my rigorous rubric for it. So hopefully this helped you, and on with the video. This is I Write Sins Not Tragedies, so Panic at the Disco. That is a beautiful, like, I kind of want to say strawberry orange, blood orange lemonade moment. What do you call it? It's not red, it's like orange red. Then you have like a true orange, and then you have some of this like raspberry pink, I kind of want to say. So this definitely reminds me of, and I think she got the inspirations from the album covers, if I'm not mistaken. So if you look up the album cover for this song, it's probably what it's gonna look like. But check that out. Ooh, really, really nice. Like, see what I mean? Strawberry, blood orange, kiwi, lemonade. Like, that's the best way I can describe this colorway. Really, really funky, and a nice like neutral to break apart some of these other saturated colorways. Like that blue and this one would go perfectly together. You can actually combine these three together. Next one is, which one is this? Misery Business, so Paramore. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Super, super cool. Check that out. Really, really nice. It's kind of it's very much of a neutral. I will say some of these white sections, there is some of the color undertone in it, so it's not just like a pure white. There is some blue in there, as well as here there is some orange under that white. So don't be mistaken. I mean, there is white right there in that black, but where you see the blue and the orange, there is some of that colorway undertone in there. So I think, you know, this kind of looks like a koi colorway too, a koi fish. But, you know, it gets the job done. If you know about the album cover of Misery Business, this is pretty much it. Spot on. We have, let's go with this one. This one is Dance Dance, Fallout Boy, if I'm not mistaken. Check that out. This one's one of her most multicolored skeins that she did during the club. And I mean, look at that speckling right there. Really, really nice. So let's open this baby. Da-na-na-na. You know, I thought I was gonna put them on the Swift, but I think it's easier if I just open it by hand and show you all. Check that out. Ooh, look at all that color. Look at all that color. That looks really, really cool. I really like that. And, you know, like I said, this is probably the busiest multicolor one of all of them that she released. So really happy on it because I think she went through the whole palette. Besides like a yellow, I don't think she did a yellow, but you know, this is the most multicolored one that she's done. What do you guys think? You like it? Really, really nice. Ooh, so nice. And last one, I had to get the black. Now, normally I don't use black when I crochet, but I had to get the black. This one's called The Taste of Ink. Don't remember the artist. It was between this one and Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, but I think I chose this one because this was lighter than the other one. I think the Black Parade one was actually like black, so I was not going to use a true black. So I think this is as black as I'm gonna go when it comes to yarn because I just don't like using black yarn. So it's a really nice like Timberwolf silver almost type of skein, and yeah, not too bad at all. Like this is really nice. I like the little pops of white because it'll help like break apart some of these colorful options. So let me put them all together side by side and then you guys can let me know which one's your favorite. Okay, so I'm interjecting this video because I am a dum-dum and apparently instead of 9 months, I actually have 10 months. So this is a missing colorway that I didn't show originally that I recorded. It was like in the bottom of the bag that I had all of this laid out in. So let's go ahead and do this one. This one's the Blink 182 colorway, which is actually one of her most popular ones now when she offered to make like a pre-sale. And so check that out. It is very, I wouldn't say it's cotton candy. If you actually look at the album cover, it actually looks just like the album cover. So check that out. This is a missing colorway. So all in all, we actually have 10 out of 12 months. Just wanted to pop in here and show you. Okay, so hopefully I have these all on the screen for you to look at. So in terms of a palette, you know, in terms of a yarn mystery club where you really don't have choice in the matter, I would say this is an A+. This is definitely something that I would be happy with. Like, it's not all pinks and it's not like all purples or all reds. This Dyer woolen vinyl definitely did try to catch a variety of colors, and I really do think that she did a really great job on it. So let me know in the comments down below, which one's your favorite so far? Which one do you like? Do you like the blood orange lemonade, the gray silver, the deep blue, the skater boy pink, the Mr. Brightside green blue, the red Paramore, we got the blue underneath here, and then the purple, and then the multicolored dark messy grunge look right there. I'm going to try and use all of them on our garments. So since I have all of these, it was my intention after a whole year of doing this to make a garment of different types of shapes. So like it's gonna be it's gonna be a pullover, and you know how like you do different sizes of squares all over. That's kind of what I wanted to do with this. So that's probably gonna be my overall goal, and I'll definitely have enough yarn to do literally probably a cowl, beanie, pullover with long sleeves, and dare I say a shawl. I mean, it's 9 skeins. I usually only need 4 for a pullover, and then 2 for a cowl, 1 for a beanie, and then I had 2 left over. So, you know, there's definitely, I also have one of her extras here. This is one of her normal colorways that she has in the shops. This is Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. This is in DK. And I do have her mohair as well. Sweet Dreams Are Made of These. So, you know, the mohair might be like the connector for all of them once I'm done with the squares, just to give it a different layering of texture. So we have some mohair on the border connecting all the squares, and then all of this is in sock. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Like I said, I am very, very happy. This was a whole year in the making. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. The price is very doable. I think her price is $28 for the month plus shipping. Variety of color, A+. Customer service, she's very diligent in terms of answering questions on her emails. And I really did not have, none of these came late, none of these were backtracked. She really, like I said, she hasn't opened it this year yet because of her medical history, but when she does do her shop updates, she shows up. She really gives it 110%. So, you know, very satisfied in terms of overall effort from the dyer. I do not feel like I got ripped off. The saturation is there. The artistic intention is there. So I feel like for $28 plus shipping, this mystery club is definitely A+. So go ahead and check her out. All of her info will be in the description box below. Hopefully my review gave you guys some perspective to jump the gun and join some of these mystery yarn clubs, because some of them are really, really well. But be warned, not all dyers are the same, and not all dyers work the same in terms of their artistic direction and their work ethic. So just be wary as a customer, have some high standards, and Woolen Vinyl, y'all. Go check her out, and I will see you guys in the next video when I make something out of all of these. So let me know in the comments which one's your favorite.